What's up, fam? Eduardo Mencia coming at you again. So, yesterday I made a video about antioxidants and how they help the body. So, if you haven't checked that video out, you could check it out. Just scroll down and you'll find it. But I'm making a video of each of the properties that that are in the water that we promote on this page, that I promote on this page. So yesterday I did antioxidants. Today, and if you check the other videos, you'll hear me, talking about this Kangen water, explaining it like antioxidant rich, smaller, easier to absorb alkaline water. So yesterday we went over the antioxidants. Today we're gonna go over the smaller, easier to absorb, or the microclustering of the water. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I understand this, how I understand, the microclusters, because I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert in any water or anything like that, but I do research and I study and I look for the right answer, and so I'm going to just explain to you how I understand microclusters, and then we're going to go live and look it up on the internet and see what the internet has to say, right? So, microclusters, the way I understand it is that the water is split up. So when the water runs through this device that makes this antioxidant rich, smaller, easier to absorb alkaline water, it splits the clusters of molecules in the water. Because originally most tap water or bottled water has microclusters or molecule clusters of 15 to 20 clusters, okay? But when it goes through this ionization process and the water split up, the clusters are broken down to 4 to 6 clusters, or 4 to 6 molecules in those clusters, so that's what makes it easier to absorb. That's what makes it penetrate to the cellular level in our organs, in our body, so it hydrates our organs within minutes. It hydrates our skin within minutes because it's smaller, easier to absorb. So that's the way I understand microclustering. Let's look up what microclustering says on Google. Microclustered water. Here we go. Microclustered water. And you can do this yourself. That's why I'm doing this, so you could do this yourself. So right away, here's the first thing that comes up on Google. Alkaline water superhydrates alkaline water superhydrates the body. Water molecules come in clusters rather than single molecules. Tap water, which is under pressure, has very large clusters of 12 to 14. And if you look around, some might say 12 to 14, others might say 15 to 20, some might say 20 to 60 clusters. It really just depends on where you're located at, than the water you're drinking. But let's continue. The ionization process breaks the electrical bonding of water molecules and restructures the water down to about 5 to 6 molecules per cluster. So there you go. And they show a little diagram there. I don't know if you can see that. I can't see if you can see it, but yeah, it's right there, Let's look up another one right here. What is microclustered water and why you should be drinking it? Let's check it out. It is the most taken for granted natural resource we have, and we use and abuse it until we don't have it. Some tend to think of it as our birthright, while others think of it as a gift. It is water, and it is turning out to be more complex than once thought. Let's set this down again. To understand this necessary component to life, we must understand its chemical properties and how it works in and with our bodies. Okay, so the water molecule is made up of 2 hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom to form the often quoted H2O molecule. So we've all heard of that. H2O, water. H2O, that's water, man, right? However, what you may not know is that water comes in clusters of molecules rather than single molecules. And tap water contains very large clusters of up to 13 molecules, or 15 to 20, or different articles, different research have, you know, depending on where they did their studies or where they got the information, have different ranges for that, okay? So what this means for your body is that you will feel fuller longer after drinking a glass of tap water because of the amount of water molecules that need to be processed for hydration. Now that makes sense. That makes sense. However, here we go now. If you drink microclustered water, or water that contains only 5 or 6 molecule clusters, the water will be that much more hydrating, soluble, and permeating for the cells and the body. In essence, it's a system that delivers wetter water so that more of the nutrients will be absorbed into the cells at a faster rate. Man, it's beautiful. It's like music to my ears. Because, you know, I've already done the research. This is more just for those who don't understand how it's easier to absorb. What is microclustered water? Okay, so sound confusing? Think of microclustered water as a handful of BBs compared to a softball. There you go. If you throw the softball at a chain link fence, a softball, they're usually like this big, right? If you throw that at a chain linked fence, it won't pass through. No matter how hard you throw it, it's not gonna pass through. Where am I at now? However, if you throw the BBs at the fence, they pass through seamless. If you had a handful of BBs and you just threw them at the chain link fence, guarantee you a lot of them, if not all of them, would pass through, right? So, microclustered water is like that. It permeates your cells much like the BBs through the fence, hydrating your body within seconds of drinking, leaving you less bloated and more completely hydrated, which is what we're trying to be. Okay? So by drinking water that contains fewer molecules or microclustered alkaline ionized water, such as alkaline water or Kangen water, the one that we promote here on this page, you can hydrate your body more quickly and effectively, enhance energy levels, improve your overall aerobic capacity and health, and prevent premature aging. That just sounds beautiful. Additionally, antioxidants are a benefit of microclustering, which have been proven to boost the immune system. Now again, if you haven't checked out the video on antioxidants, just scroll down and it should pop up soon. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it. The link for where I read this is News USA, and the article is called "What is Microclustered Water and Why You Should Be Drinking It." If any of you guys want to look it up for yourselves, go ahead, feel free to. But it's right here for you guys. So hopefully that was informative for you guys, and you guys understand a little bit more about microclusters now. So peace, have a good rest of your day, stay informed, peace out guys.